Hello Internet people, and welcome back to Motorcycle Vision. My name is Steve. You've been following me. We've been talking about motorcycle wish lists and things that I've been looking to buy for my bike. Well, on the top of my wish list was a Sena device. So, ironically, my birthday was coming around, talking to my wife, and guess what I got for my birthday? I got a Sena 10C EVO. I mention that now because probably in a little while I won't remember what it was called. So right now it's called that Sena 10C EVO. What's special about this Sena versus the other ones is the built-in camera. So normally what I've done, at least up until now, is every video that I've made has been on my GoPro. This is the first time I'm actually using the Sena. So I don't know what you're going to see, and I don't know that this is ever going to get published, depending upon what you get. But let's give it a shot. Let's see what it looks like. So in the meantime, just like everybody else, did not spend a lot of time with the instructions. I just mounted it into the helmet and turned it on. And then I took out the bike and went for a ride. And now that you're caught up with me, here's where we are. So, we're about to go for a ride. I'll tell you a little bit about what I know right after these commercial messages. All this time, and I still have trepidation about getting on the highway. It's like, it's a sickness. Alright, anyway, I'll tell you what I learned from talking to the guy in the store and playing with the device. So it seems like after you get used to it, it will be very friendly. But right now, still got to get used to it. Not quite so friendly yet. So, I believe it's recording, and it has this kind of a voice mode that tells you what it's doing. Now, in my previous videos, one of the things that I noticed is every time I get onto the highway, you'd always hear a whole lot of background noise. And that was always coming from the microphone and the wind resistance. I don't know if it's any better right now. When I get home, I'm going to play this back and see what it looks like, or what it sounds like. I don't know if it's better. But I do know that on my GoPro setup, you would have heard a lot of clicking and noises like that. I suspect that was the wire that went from the GoPro, the microphone wire, banging against the helmet. And I've tried my best to secure it, but, it is hitting 50, 60 mile an hour headwinds versus Scotch tape. Don't even know if that's actually what it ever was. Anyway, it says it can do 4K, 30 frames per second, which is almost natural movement. I think that's the same settings I had my GoPro set to. I think the GoPro could go higher, but I didn't go that high, so it doesn't really matter that it could go higher or not. I did it primarily because of the size. When I got to edit these videos, it kills my computer. Hey, I'm not making money off of this thing. How much more money can I invest in these videos, Anyway, it's got that feature. Another feature that it has that is really nice is if you'd seen earlier videos, or if you want to look back at earlier videos, I had on my handlebars a JBL Bluetooth speaker. And it would blast music. It was connected wirelessly to my phone, and I would play music, and I'd play it from Sirius Radio, Spotify, Pandora, whatever. Anyway, it was great until you get on the highway. As soon as you got about 40, 50 miles an hour, a combination of the engine and the wind noise, couldn't hear the music anymore. Might as well not even been on anymore, to be honest. So from what they tell me, it's going to sound a lot better inside the helmet. I haven't tried it yet. I was more interested in trying the camera, to be honest, which is this test. So anyway, there is that. It says it has voice commands, but I don't believe it has voice commands. I think, now, when I get to know the camera, I'll tell you whether it's true or not, but I think what it actually has is it will speak to you inside the helmet and tell you what it's doing. In other words, it'll tell you whether the camera's shooting or not. It'll tell you whether the radio's on or not. I think it will do that, but I don't think it's like Alexa, where you can tell Alexa, do this, do that, and it will do it. I will be amazed if the audio quality on this is good, because there's so much wind right now. I think somebody should invent, maybe they already did, but I think somebody should invent an aftermarket thing that after you've turned your signal on for 30 seconds, it turns itself off. I don't know if it exists or not, but if it doesn't, brilliant idea. Anyway, has an FM radio built into it. Have no idea how to get to that yet. I got to figure that out. Has Bluetooth connection, so it can talk to whatever music source my phone is playing. I did figure out how to get to that. Hey, it's one of my people. It's two of my people. And everybody's going faster than me. That's okay. That's okay. Make way for Grandpa. By the way, I am not a grandpa, and it is not that, and I'm not that old, and I don't think I'm going to be a grandpa for a couple of years yet. So I noticed it has a little device that it says it can angle the camera 30 degrees. Now, I thought that 30-degree angling was like, you know, left to right. In other words, like if you're shooting and you see the side of your helmet, it's not that. What it actually is this to this. So I don't know why you'd angle to this at any point in time. I don't know. I mean, I can't conceive of a reason I would want to do that. But okay, if I want to do that, it's really nice to know I can do that. Obviously, the Sena has the phone call capabilities. Well, that's nice. Because my current setup, what I used to do was the phone rang, and I would get off the highway, pull over, find a parking lot, shut the bike off, get the phone out, and call back whoever called me. Supposedly, I can just tap the button on the side of the helmet now, and I'll be able to talk to them inside my helmet. I have no idea what that kind of effect will have on a video, or what kind of effect that will have on when you're listening to music. Will be interesting to find out. Right now, it's under warranty for 2 years, so, you know, if I do anything, okay. There were two of them. There was a Sena Pro and the one that I bought, the 10C. From what I understand, the difference between the two of them is the Pro is the older version, the C is the newer version. The C had higher resolution video. Right there I was sold. And it was a $50 difference between the C and the Pro. For $50, okay, I'm forward compatible longer and I get sharper video. Because the one thing is this video has to look at least as good as I was doing on the GoPro. Otherwise, why did I do this, right? I may put the GoPro back on the handlebars facing at me, and that way I can switch back and forth between myself and the, you know, what the Sena sees. I don't know that I don't know that anybody really cares to see what I look like, but I've seen a lot of other video moto vlogs do it. So, you know, they're more established than I am. Their viewers are in the thousands. So, you know, okay, I'll try it. You never know. One thing that they did, I didn't know, maybe you don't know. Did you know a lot of helmets have in the padding, they have cutouts for speakers? I didn't know this. And they have cutouts for the microphone. I didn't know this. Well, they do. And so we had to do some installation into my helmet. Not really a lot of heavy installation. Took the padding out, and it has Velcro in it. You put the speakers in, you put the microphone in place. You put the wires underneath the inside padding, and you put the padding back. Yeah, it's rocket science. It took all of 5 minutes to get it installed. It wasn't a big deal. So anyway, I did that. Does it work? I don't know. When I play this back, I'll find out. If you're watching this video, it works. If you're not watching this video, you don't know I'm saying it. That the phone portion of it works. I expect the phone portion of it will work fine, because this is not their first device, and they're like the market leader and the industry leader on this kind of a device. So I'm hoping that's going to work out fine. We'll know shortly when I get home. If it's not working, I may wind up returning the device. I have, I think, 14 days to give it back. But we'll know. We'll know soon. I'm more curious than you are. Because if you're watching it, you know the answer. It worked fine, or you were not watching this. There is some tremendous wind out here. Fall in New Jersey. This is late October, and it's about 62, 63 degrees. Winds coming from the west. Feels like 15, 20 miles an hour, and it's sporadic, so you're driving along the highway, and all of a sudden you get punched to the left, like just now. Man, oh man, I'm glad the Shadow has some weight to it, because if this had been my Rebel, I would have flown into a car dealership by now. Anyway, that's the latest update on what's going on with my Sena. I hope that you're actually going to have a chance to see this video, which means things are going well. I may turn around in an upcoming video and show it to you and show you how it was installed and all of the things we had to go through and do, provided that I plan to keep it. And for now, let's hope it goes well. All right, everybody, send me your comments, hit the little like button, subscribe, send me your feedback, and I'll catch you next time. My name is Steve. This is Motorcycle Vision. Ride safe. Bye-bye.